much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
So here's Miami's starting group. Bam Adebayo is out there with Myers Leonard. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson. And it's Nunn in at the point guard position. And for Los Angeles, we've got Kawhi Leonard, Patrick Beverley out there with Paul George. Then it's Ivica Zubac. And it's Harkless in at the 4 spot. Now here's Butler. There's the pass to Nunn. 6 to shoot. Miami needs to get a shot off. Robinson misses. And it's the Clippers' ball. Over in the corner, Harkless. And the 3 ball is good. The starting gate, opening night in the NBA, Brent. What are you most looking forward to?
I just like to see who it is that, in terms of their competitive spirit right now, is coming out of training camp hungry. Let's see in the next couple weeks which team jumps out and which coaching staffs have done a great job preparing their team coming out of camp. Now, we know that teams can fall off, Kevin, that talent will catch up. Other veteran teams may get themselves back into a rhythm. But coming out of training camp, how much more together are teams and teams that have made changes? What are they playing like?
What's their chemistry? Exactly.
Let's find out how they're going to play this year.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Now, here is George. He's coming off a 19-point game against San Antonio.
And, guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one, seriously put on a passing clinic.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
The first one falls.
And one issue for the Heat for years now, inefficient shooting.
Well, young players are learning how to defend, so you need to do that first. But if you can't go down on the offensive end, and you can't find ways to dig out of holes by shooting the basketball, you get down 10 or 12 points. Defense sometimes isn't enough. They've been the bottom third in points scored for quite a while.
And so he makes both from the line. A superstar summer, Greg, for the Los Angeles Clippers in Kawhi Leonard and in Paul George. Greg, they have 2 elite wings, great defenders in their prime.
Give them credit, but also Kawhi Leonard pushing the levers behind the scenes. He wanted another superstar to join him in recruiting Paul George, who still had 2 years left on his deal in OKC. Kawhi took unprecedented control of his free agent destiny.
That's Kawhi pushing the action all by himself there, attacking inside and starting to take charge.
Robinson against Leonard, right wing. Outside Butler, shot clock at 6. Over George. Tries again, and Adebayo with the lay-in.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and that was some serious effort there.
Now here's Leonard. He had 22 points in the win against San Antonio. Over Robinson. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And that's usually a solid strategy. Get the ball into Leonard's capable, large hands and let him go to work.
Here's Nunn, defended by Beverley. Nunn, that's good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now here's Beverley. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against San Antonio.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
And so here is Miami after the Clippers pick up 2. Butler against George. Butler passes to Adebayo. Here's Nunn, defended by Harkless. None can't get it to fall. Clippers leading by 4 to the paint. And Harkless with the basket on the assist by Beverley. Harkless has got 5.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverley trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
Here's Nunn. 9 points last game out. Down low, here's Adebayo. And the rejection by Zubac. Here's the 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
The Heat trail by 8. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverley. That's his first foul. Here's Robinson. He had 19 points in the win against Philadelphia.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
Yeah, love the job they've done here to protect the paint.
Beverley dishes to George. Leonard on the wing. For the 3. The shot missing. Now the Heat take it the other way. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I caught up with the head coach for the Heat. Asked about the key, coach said, dealing with Paul George. He's able to affect the game in so many ways. Kevin, they have scouted this game closely and scouted PG-13 even closer.
Thank you, David.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
One thing that the Heat have done really for the last 4 years, block shots.
Well, they've had some very athletic big men. You think of Hassan Whiteside, who's moved on to Portland, and now Bam Adebayo. Length on the wings, and of course Dwayne Wade being the best shot blocking 2 guard of all time. That's always helped their defense be scrappy and challenge a lot of shots.
Here's a look at some stats for Patrick Beverley, how he performed last season. Last year averaged 7 points a game, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
Now, here is Robinson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Nunn. And the rejection by Zubac. To the inside. And there's George. That's good on the assist from Leonard.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Nunn passes to Robinson. He kicks it to Butler. Can they get it? And to get open is Robinson. And the bucket is good from Butler in deep. Butler's got 5 points so far. Here's Beverley. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And Brent, as you know, there aren't many players that can set a tone for a team, but Patrick Beverley is one of them.
Yeah, Patrick Beverley always embraces that role about setting the tone defensively on an opposing team's point guard, making sure that tonight, if you're going to beat the team that Pat Beverley plays on, you're going to have to go through them.
First free throw is good. At the number of trades now starting to involve stars. It feels like the league's power balance is always shifting to some degree.
Yeah, and I think organizations that are trying to stay ahead of the trend, Kevin, might think about we might have a star for just 2 years. How can we get the next one? Backside of that, Kevin, is a lot of these star players are signing deals that are not extending to 4, 5, 6 years. They can't even do that anymore. So you get a guy for a couple years. What he wants to do is maximize his earning potential for 1 or 2 seasons, become a free agent again, and then look around the league where opportunities not only to win, but to also cash in. That's what's happening in today's game.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Now Robinson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And here is Butler. Back to Robinson. Clock is at 3. Shoots over Leonard. Robinson misses. Los Angeles leading by 12. George finds Beverley. Leonard on the wing. That one doesn't drop. Some solid defense from Robinson. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
Well, whether things are good, bad, or indifferent, coaches will have adjustments to make throughout the course of the game.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. And there's the call on Jones. That is his first foul of the game. And it's the Clippers with the ball. 10-point lead. A 15-footer.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
And it's Shamet missing. Here's Dragic. Green with the block. Williams up on top. He's guarded by Dragic. A 3-ball. The shot by Williams, no good.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend.
And the sheer muscle from Butler. I mean, a solid finisher even when he gets hit.
And you look at Jimmy Butler. Goes about 6'8", about 230 pounds. Great size on the wing.
And he keeps himself in tip-top shape. His strength, one thing I'm not sure the casual fan even recognizes.
And great, when you look at the top perimeter defenders in the game today, how high does Jimmy Butler rank on that list?
Look, he's in the top handful, no doubt about it. Multiple all-defense selections. He is a true two-way terror.
Here's Magruder. Pass to Shamet. Now Green. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Williams. No good on the triple.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Adebayo throws it down.
Some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
It's stolen by Jones. Pass to Adebayo. Williams against Dragic. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Well, you watch Goran Dragic play, and Brent, he's so deceptive with his movement both on and off the ball.
Yeah, I think one of the reasons why, Kevin, is the change of speeds. I also add the fact that guys who can handle the ball and are crafty and are left-handed, boy, it's tough on a nightly basis to change up your mindset to guard a guy who you know is going to go left all the time as opposed to right. Trust me, in practice, I had to do that with Manu Ginobili a ton of time in San Antonio. Dragic similar. Great use of speed change.
And that one falls for Dragic.
And the veteran Goran Dragic still producing late in his career. Not the force he once was, but always a source of playmaking and scoring.
Leonard, he's checked in for Landry Shamet. And Goran Dragic drops them both. Well, you look at the career of Dragic, Greg, he's always been a scoring point guard.
Yeah, and as Dragic has aged, he has learned to lean more and more on his outside shot. Even when his first step and speed start to falter, he'll find ways to put up points.
Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial Sixth Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
And he hits the first of three. Faster pace now, Brent, in the NBA. This has become an endurance sport, and well-conditioned athletes are a must.
Obviously, Kevin, over the past couple seasons, the pace has picked back up. It's very reminiscent of the early 80s when you had the Lakers running, the Denver Nuggets running.
Yes.
You have these teams that are just flying up and down the floor. So as a fan, I think it's a wonderful opportunity, especially the closer you can sit, to watch a Russell Westbrook, to watch a Paul George, to see a Giannis get up and down the floor with such fluidity and grace and skill set. So the game opening up has also opened the eyes to the fans about just how great the athleticism of NBA players is.
Now here's Dragic. He picked up 24 points in their last one against Philadelphia.
Yeah, but all around offensively, the performance was great. He knew when he had it going, but he also knew he could get other guys going. So his passing right up there on the level with his scoring in that one.
Now here's Williams. After the miss from Goran Dragic, Green kicks to Harrell. Shot clock at 5. From deep three-point range, Goran Dragic grabs the board.
And you have to admire his confidence on that, but there's no way that's going to fall.
Coaches will tell you that's a bad shot, but when your teammates tell you that, you probably got to think about it.
Here's Adebayo. Score of the basket is third after 5 shots.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Bounce pass from Williams. Here's Leonard. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Jones, the pass to Olynyk. Baseline jumper, and that comes off the assist by Jones.
Well, a little mid-ranger is going to be an easy shot for him when he's got that much of a size advantage.
Magruder kicks to Williams. 1:14 left here in the opening quarter. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3. Outside Dragic. And the rejection by Harrell. Leonard looking over the floor. Pass to Green. Dragic with some nice D.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
The pass to Butler. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Six-second difference between the shot and game clock. Passes it to Magruder. To the wing on the left. Harrell against Adebayo. Magruder kicks to Williams. 4 on the shot clock. From deep. They get the rebound and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, just hard to keep up with Montrezl Harrell and that impressive energy he brings.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That one is off.
The compliment that Harrell gets often is the fact that he's just so tireless a worker And that energy is something that both coaching staffs and teammates appreciate.
He hits the second from the line. And Butler launches from deep. And so the first quarter is in the books. Clippers lead by 5. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. Marquee matchup tonight. Jimmy Butler says he loves to go up against the best.
I'm one that if you're the best in the world.
That's the hard-working mentality Butler provides. A two-way threat, Greg, who wants to dominate the top players at his position.
And Butler has really embraced being a leader. You can tell he lives for these types of matchups and games.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you can't be careless with your shot selection out there because some of them are getting thrown back.
On the court for Miami here in the second. The backcourt, Dragic and Butler. Olynyk is out there with Robinson. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. For Miami, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And the first one drops. He hits both from the stripe.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And the shot is good. Williams has got 7 points.
Although he's a little bit smaller, Lou Williams does not deter himself from getting inside and scoring over the top of the trees.
That's a 2 from Butler. And that one hits back iron. Clippers leading by 3. Leonard on the wing. Pass to Harrell. Kicks it out to Leonard. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Robinson against Williams. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Now it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead. Outside, Jones. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Sinks the triple. 13 points in the game.
I just like how confident Butler looks pulling up from deep. Knows he has what it takes to bury that jump shot on a consistent basis.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Jimmy Butler has made several all-star teams, but he remains single-minded in pursuit of his bigger goal. Butler said, "I just want to win a championship. That's all that matters. I didn't do it in high school, didn't do it in college. If I don't win it here, then I'll go to the 50 and over league someday. But I got to win a championship at some stage." Kevin?
I like that attitude. Thank you, D.A. Paul George is checked in for Los Angeles. Heat also with a sub. Nunn's checked in. Jones lays it up and banks it in. Jones has got his first points in this one.
Remember, he played the point guard position for most of high school, so Olynyk has retained that vision.
Here's none, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for JaMychal Green. Reese Harkless comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. That one drops. He ties it up.
Derek Jones gets talked about a lot in terms of his dunking prowess and the way that he can get up in the air and maybe make a poster and a memory in the flash of an eye. But beyond the dunks, he's done a good job of really improving his game since coming into the league in 2016.
Now here is Robinson following the miss by Montrezl Harrell. Dragic against Beverley. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Hey, Brent, for Derek Jones, he saw the floor a good amount in his first full season with the Miami Heat.
Derek Jones is somebody that the Miami Heat continue to explore, and I guess if you're within that organization in Miami for a number of seasons, they like something about your competitive spirit, and that's where Derek Jones has probably found a home here in Miami.
And that drops, so they now lead by one.
And while Dragic doesn't get to the free throw line all that often, when he does, he's usually pretty good.
And Goran Dragic drops them both. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. George with the bounce pass. Pass to Harkless. Outside, George. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
Throw good, Paul George. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
For Miami, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Robinson against George. Stolen by Beverley. And here we go. Beverley heading to the hoop. And the shot goes in. Beverley's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Consistent in finding ways at coming up with steals. Patrick Beverley in the shorts of the opposition.
Here's none. Defended by Harkless. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
For Miami, they have been at their finest form at the free throw line tonight. 8 attempts, 8 makes. And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. Beverley with the ball. He's got 8. And there's the pass to George. Fades back. And again, the Clippers good for two.
Well, when Paul George has that kind of length and then has the high release point that he does, very few people are going to get to it to block a mid-range jumper like that.
Now, here's Olynyk. Stolen by George. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
And here's Dragic. He'll bring it up for Miami, trailing by 5. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That will be their second of 6 road games for the team. Now, here's Olynyk. Passes to Nunn. Lock at 6. Over Beverley. Nunn, that's good. Nunn's got 8 points. Clippers leading by 3. Now, here is George. Pass to Beverley. Left side, George. Fades away. Yep, it counts. 10 points for him.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Dragic looking for an opening. There's the 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Zubac has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Beverley. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Well, they shouldn't be giving that shot to anyone, but they certainly shouldn't be giving it to him. That's a big break for the defense.
Beverley against Dragic. Lets it go with a 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. They've held a 12-point lead early. Right side, George. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Second is Paul George.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
That free throw good from George.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
The Heat making a switch here. Adebayo's checked in. Good on both.
And Paul George, not a guy you want to send to the free throw line. Always around 85%, sometimes even up to 90 from the charity stripe.
Dragic the pass to Nunn.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. First free throw is good.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's George. He's got 12. Pass to Zubac. Now Shamet. And here's George. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. Dragic against Beverley. Now here's Dragic. Defense is right there. That one's off to a rough 0 for 6 start for him. The Clippers keep it alive. And yes, it's good. Zubac has got his first 2 points.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
Here's Nunn. He's covered by Shamet. Nunn can't get it to fall. Los Angeles leading by 7. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. The Heat have gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Here's Nunn. He's covered by Shamet. And the pass to Nunn. 6 on the shot clock. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. They get it back. Now here's Harkless. Tight defense on him. Adebayo against Beverley. Stolen by Robinson. And now here comes Robinson leading the break. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. Beverley feeling it out a bit. Robinson with the block. Adebayo, high post. It's hauled in by Zubats. Zubats has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Beverley wide open. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Heat trail by 5. Outside Robinson. Dragic against Beverley. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And a moment now to look at the stats for Dragic. Last season's performance for him averaged about 13 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
Free throw drops for Goran Dragic. So for the Clippers, Green, he's checked in for Zubats. Leonard comes in for Maurice Harkless. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverley. Both free throws good from Dragic. Los Angeles leading by 3. Passes it to Leonard. Over Robinson, and it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. That's now 8 points for Kawhi Leonard.
This is where all the extra hours of practice come into play. Leonard couldn't be more in sync on that catch and shoot.
Dragic the pass to Butler. Here's Adebayo. He's guarded by Williams. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5 for 8 clip. LA's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts.
Well, Bam at 6'10" might be a little bit undersized, but there's something in his activity on a nightly basis, Kevin, that feels like he plays bigger. Just a pogo stick, gets around, covers some ground laterally, and does a great job of both protecting the rim and finishing strong.
The kick out to Williams. Pass to Green. Right side Leonard. From past the arc. Down it goes. That's 4 made from the field. He's 4 of 8.
I think it gets overlooked sometimes, but Kawhi can put up some very good numbers from the three-point line.
And with Adebayo and finishing plays, Brent, he is a terrific dunker.
No doubt. Guys are looking for him all over the rim, and you could throw it just about anywhere, and Bam is going to go up and just look for that. Bam right on you. Great energy, great athleticism, and continues to find ways in which he can make solid offensive contributions for the Heat.
Here's Williams. The Heat getting the bucket. Shamet with it. Robinson picks him up. Just 5 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
And he makes the first. Harrell, he's checked in for the Clippers. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. 55 seconds left in the second quarter. Williams against Dragic. Taken away by Williams.
2 for 1, probably the way to go.
Don't want to rush it, but you don't want to take too much time here.
Harrell up top from outside the arc. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Harrell's responding to more minutes with more production. That's a good thing.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Adebayo finds Dragic. And they double up Butler. Kicks it out to Jones. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Jones has got his second bucket of the night.
How about the awareness there for Butler? The D goes to sleep and Jimmy finds the wide open man.
A deep three from Leonard. And that one released in time, but no good. And we've reached halftime in this one. Los Angeles on top, up 6. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus?
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 12 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight, not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
I think it was their passing that's kept them in the game. You can see it in their assist numbers. They were very, very unselfish. The ball moving from side to side, guys making good cuts. It's enabled them to create a lot of chances. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of the game that's been so far. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
Yeah, you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
Harkless is out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Patrick Beverley. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Here's Nunn. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Leonard kicks to George. Zubac the pass to Leonard. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Robinson. And this is what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Clippers. On Saturday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Sunday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Leonard inside. Robinson on him. 3 on the clock. Here's Beverley. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Here's Butler. Doesn't go for him. Excellent D there from George. Inside. Harkless the pass to Beverley, and it's blocked. Pass to Adebayo, and Adebayo throws it down.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
The pass to Leonard. Over Robinson. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Oh, Leonard in position. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Yeah, you don't see many of these opportunities for this team, but Kawhi, one guy who can get up there and get it done.
Nunn passes to Butler. Pulls it up. No good. And the Clippers will come the other way. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip. Over in the corner, Zubac. Harkless with it. 7 points in the game. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Harkless. Harkless hits them both. The Heat trail by 11. Now, here's Butler. 13 points in the game. None. Miami no good on that time either.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Robinson kicks to Butler. Here's the floater. Over George, and it's Butler missing. And so Beverley will bring it up for the Clippers. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. 3-pointer, Butler. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
And just no question that Butler is a bona fide star. I mean, a tough, rugged defender who's also a juggernaut on offense.
And he's good on the first of 3. And the Clippers making a change here. Magruder's checked in. Heat also with the sub. Olynyk's checked in. Second free throw, no good. Nails the third. And here is Los Angeles now. 9-point game. And George kicks to Beverley. Teardrop shot. Can't hit that one.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
Here's Nunn, defended by Beverley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot's good from Butler.
And when he gets inside, Butler's not going to be denied. Tremendous focus down low.
And the Clippers call time here. And Bam Adebayo. He just plays with so much energy when he's on the floor.
Boy, he is ferocious on both ends of the floor. Great energy player who can finish in the paint with the best of them. Very quick on his feet and can cover a lot of ground for a player his size.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Heat. Here's Beverley on target from 13 feet. Beverley's got 10.
That's pretty good focus there from Beverley. He doesn't mind having the defense on him as long as he focuses on that rim.
Butler deciding where to go with it. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
And now let's take a look at Kawhi Leonard. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season put up about 26 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
And he knocks down the first one. And so Butler nails both of them.
Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
From deep, George makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Stolen by Beverley and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Paul George on top, and of course Jimmy Butler.
And with all the steals these two came away with, they probably put a thought in the back of every opponent's head, and it wasn't a very good thought.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Harrell's checked in. Now here's Butler. He's got 19. Passes it to Nunn. Shot clock at 6. From deep three-point range. No good that time. And the Clippers will come the other way.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And that one's good, George.
What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Now Beverley, after Jimmy Butler missed from long range.
Now let's take a look at Paul George, some stats on him. Last season, he played outstanding. First in steals, and of course, one of the game's truly elite scorers with the second most points per game in the league.
And as you said, first in steals last season, you have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close. First one falls for him.
I think Patrick Beverley, for the entirety of his NBA career, is really going to embrace the role of being the villain. Has no problem with it whatsoever.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Stolen by Beverley. Lays it in off the breakaway. Beverley's got 13.
Beverley has strength to go along with a tremendous amount of quickness and a nice job on the break that time.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. And they double up Butler. That's tipped, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. And the first one at the line is good. Brent, when we talk about home court advantage, do you feel it's the same as it used to be? It has that same impact?
I do think it's still hugely important, Kevin. It's less important when there's a team that has been together for a long time and has proven that they can take their wares on the road and come home with a victory. But it absolutely gives you a level of comfort as a player to get into your routine, to be at a place that seems familiar. Something deep down psychologically helps every member of that team being at home.
Now here's Williams. He's got 12. And Jones pulls it down. Shoots over Shamet. Trying to get open is Adebayo. Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut to just 11 points in the basket from Jones. Williams looking around. Out to the wing. On the wing, Green. Just 5 on the clock. Launches it. Williams can't hit. The Heat trail by 11. And they double up Butler. Pass to Nunn. The 3 trains the three-pointer. Nunn's got 15 points.
And not where he earns his money, that three-point shot. But he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Williams finds Shamet. Here's Magruder, defended by Butler. And it's Magruder missing. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Jones, the pass to Butler. It's Olynyk atop the key. The offensive rebound. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Goran Dragic is checked in for the Heat. Clippers leading by 5. Poked away and stolen by Butler. With some arc, and the basket by Jones.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
Yeah, this is not the team that we saw in the first quarter right now. Way more confident out there, and the cohesion of the team is impressive.
And the Clippers call time here.
And doesn't like how things are going right now.
The timeout before the timeout here, maybe just to cut off the momentum and have a chit-chat with the team to settle down.
Now here's Williams. 12 points for him. The 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 13 with that last one. Dragic, and the layup's good off the glass. And it's now only a 1-point Clipper lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Harrell. Williams with the ball. Rejected by Dragic.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And Butler knows how to take over games. Really good with his shot selection down the stretch.
Here's Williams. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Harrell. Oh, that's blocked. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Jones.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
Now, here's Shamet. Here's Williams. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought. The Heat leading by 3. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And the Clippers call time here.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring. And if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
Maurice Harkless is checked in for Rodney Magruder. Heat also with a sub. Leonard, he's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Now, here's Shamet, defended by Butler. Williams against Dragic, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
When the shot's going up, it's fun to watch the way that Montrezl Harrell will attack a rebound, crucial to this offense and his production.
Now, here's Dragic. He's got 8. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. The pass to Shamet. Now here's Harrell. Ball's knocked loose. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And so here are the Clippers, trailing by 5. 4 on the clock. The 19-foot shot, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. 14 points for Lou Williams.
And not his quarter, scoring-wise. Just 1 of 7 from the field.
Here's Dragic, and he makes good on the layup. Dragic has got the lead up to 5 now for the Heat.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. The shot by Williams, no good.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Now here's Butler. He's guarded closely. Shoots the 3. But they get it back. Off target with that shot. Jimmy Butler has been on display for Miami. What a quarter that saw them generate a great comeback effort and are now out in front with momentum behind them. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. And for Miami, looking who they've got out there. The backcourt, Dragic and Butler. Myers Leonard is out there with Adebayo. And it's Robinson in at the small forward position. Here's Williams. After the made shot from Goran Dragic, it's Williams with the drive and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Goran Dragic.
It's so hard to guard Lou Williams without fouling. He just moves around such a herky-jerky way, especially when he's slashing like this.
The first one falls.
And what sets Lou Williams apart right now is his confidence. This guy is a gunner who comes in and believes that he's going to score. He often does.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Miami leading by 5. Butler dishes to Dragic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Here's Dragic after the made shot from Mo Harkless. And it's Leonard, top of the key. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And that pump fake of Butler has become deadly. You wonder if D. Wade has been giving him some pointers. You got to stay down if you're on defense.
First one falls for him. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Los Angeles. That one falls, so he hits both of them. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Shamet. Leonard finds Williams. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup.
You never know what Lou Williams is going to pull off, especially when he's working the screen and roll game.
Now here's Butler. He's covered by Shamet. Taken away by Williams. They push it up 4 on 3. A 3 from Leonard. Jimmy Butler with the rebound. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for Miami. 3-point lead.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, this kind of effort will energize the team and get you going, just gobbling up every board.
Now here's Dragic. Kicks to Butler. A 3 from Leonard. Hits the 3-point bomb. Leonard's got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, Leonard's been working on this, turning himself into a stretch 5.
Williams passes to Leonard. Clippers moving the ball around. Williams dishes to Harkless. 6 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
That's good from Harkless. So for the Clippers, Paul George comes in for Landry Shamet. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Lou Williams. The Heat also with a sub. Nunn's checked in. No good on the second free throw. The Heat leading by 5. Outside Robinson. From deep. Offensive rebound Heat.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them. You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Nunn passes to Robinson. Outside Butler. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And Butler is just hard to guard inside. Really good at using his body to create contact against the defense at the basket.
First free throw is good. And so Butler nails both of them.
And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Butler against George. Pass to Zubac. Out to the right wing. Now Harkless. From deep. Rebound by Butler. Pass to Adebayo. That shot off the mark. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Nobody near Leonard. No good from outside. The Heat leading by 7. Here's Butler. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on George.
Yeah, you got to love the respect Butler gets from the defense. He's no stranger to getting fouled hard while shooting.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. And here's Beverley. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Shot from 6. That's in, and the Miami lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Kawhi Leonard.
Well, I like what the defense tried to do. They crowded Kawhi, but it's just getting so creative near the basket.
Here's Nunn. Butler with the ball. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Butler's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Heat.
And it's really easy to appreciate Butler. I mean, especially how he just fends off contact on those difficult attempts.
Now, here's Zubac. And that one's good. Leonard.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive. Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Here's George. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
The Heat leading by 6. Nunn passes to Butler. Fades. And it's Miami with another.
Very steady in-between game there for Butler. You don't want to let him get too many of those.
Pass to Harkless. The 3 from George. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. George has got 10 points here in the second half.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
All the officials are all over that one.
The first free throw is good. And he makes both free throws. Here's George. with the second effort. Now the pass to Zubac. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, we love when great offensive players get in a scoring rhythm, but Paul George right now in a great passing rhythm tonight.
Nunn passes to Robinson. The dish to Butler. Misses the chippy right there.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
The Heat leading by 3. Passes to Nunn. Stolen by Beverley. And now the Clippers on the break. Leonard, that's for 2. And again, the Clippers good for 2.
Not something we're used to seeing in this offense, but tonight it may be just about give Kawhi the ball and get out of the way.
Kicks it to Butler. Pass to Adebayo. Clock at 6. Here's Nunn. Miami no good on that time either. Los Angeles has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now Butler. Paul George missing from long range. Now here's Butler. Pass to Nunn. Outside Robinson. Hits it from 3-point range. And the Heat lead by 4.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
From deep, George. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. And now a 7-point Heat lead.
Pretty much not a player in the league is going to pass up a shot like that. So much for the defense.
A 3 from Leonard. The Clippers keep it alive. And good that time.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Butler passes to Nunn. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And the first one drops. Jones checked in for Robinson. So he gets them both. Here's George. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And there's the pass to Leonard. Shoots from the baseline. That shot is off. Good work defensively by Jones. To the paint, here's Butler. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Butler's got the lead up to 9 now for Miami. Now George. Takes a 3. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work. Here's Nunn, defended by Beverley. Butler on the wing. 5 to shoot. Passes it to Nunn. From deep 3-point range, kept alive. Clippers trail by 9. George up top, defended by Butler. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And it's the Heat with the ball. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Pass to Adebayo. Back to Butler. 6 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First free throw is good, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And so Butler nails both of them. There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Leonard against Jones. Count it.
That was just a perfect possession, getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
And it's Miami's ball. They're on a 12-4 run, and they double up Butler. Here's Nunn, defended by Harkless. Back to Butler, beyond the arc, hands it from downtown. Butler's got 39.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
And here's Leonard. Can't hit the reverse layup. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, you have become a star in this league, big part of the team. Have those expectations put more pressure on you individually?
David, thank you as always. And that about wraps it up. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.